It is good to be back. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, the ITP Paladin. So where to even begin? So, as of this moment, in fact, I'll just quickly check on my page. Yep, just as I figured, I got another one. As of this moment of recording, which would be August 15th of 2023, I am now officially 313 subscribers. I don't even remember where I was when I made my last video before we ended up moving out of my apartment, but wow. I just kept growing, even when I was out. And I've still been getting comments on my videos. I've been still getting comments about people wanting to know more information about what I would offer. And to be quite honest, I have stepped a little bit back because of the moving process on a lot of my content creation, so I wish that I could answer better, but let's 100% be honest with each other for a minute. This is incredible that I am still making an impact even though I haven't made content in God knows actually how actual long. So it's a little hard for me to speak. Got a canker sore right on my lip. Also bit my tongue. Doesn't really help. But I don't have the capacity right now to actually show anybody what I did with my room, but I got a poster above my monitor. I put up a hat. I put up the Puerto Rican flag of my heritage. I have the Christian flag, as you can see right back here. What you don't barely see in this corner, that little black line right there, that is my poster for Godzilla. This viewpoint right here, this is going to be... First off, it's all messed up. You can see the paperwork everywhere behind me. So the status of my move right now, and the reason why I haven't made more content, is because of all this. We moved in. We are unpacking. We are working on different sections of the house. I have to watch my daughter while at the same time is looking for a job and managing the house, keeping it clean. Anybody who's actually done a move-in process, you probably know the whole thing. On top of all that, there's a bunch of paperwork that came with our apartment when we put things out of sight, out of mind, because it was such a small place with our child at the time, that now I'm having to go through all our paperwork. So if it's not literally, I'm going to take this off. I just realized the glasses always kind of do that. It's hard to focus though, so we'll try and power through. All the paperwork was kind of flooded, so I had to do a lot of shredding there, and it's very fun. But the idea is this, since I'm going to be catching us up. So we see our two couch pieces right here and at the other end of the wall. I've shown pictures on my Twitter about the room colors. This wall behind me and the wall in front of me are purple, and my left and right sides are going to be baby blue. I'll see if I can, show a little bit more of my room on maybe stream or maybe take a video. I don't know. Either way, it'll be there. But the whole idea is that when I start doing my content creation again, I'm going to utilize these two couches as discussionary pieces. For right now, everything again is a little bit out of order. In fact, what you can't see on camera is that my entire corner over on my left-hand side is filled with a bunch of my stuff. There's even stuff on my right-hand side and underneath my gaming tables, which they won't ever be visible, but I'm still managing to kind of fix a couple of things, and that's just my man cave. I still have to do my other rooms and my other sections of my house, so this is going to be a packed full thing. But there's a reason for this update. Few things just to cover. Three primary things, not really anything too big, and I'm not going to waste too much time on them because I don't really have a lot of information to give personally, but I do have an opinion that I can at least kind of throw out there. So number one, when am I going to do my next stream / big video, and I'm just going to chalk this one in here because I actually got a comment. Someone was asking for an updated aiming guide to kind of count for the new heroes. Because I made this at the beginning of Overwatch 2, where we had Sojourn, Junker Queen, and Kiriko as the new heroes, and then Ramattra came out. Now we have Illari. Am I mixing up her name? Either way, they were asking when I was going to do that, so I'll just chalk this in with this answer as well as when I'm going to make my next video / stream. So, as of right now, we are still in a bad spot. I'm going to be 100% honest. In fact, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. There we go. Now I can actually look at my audience. I had to just shift over my window. So right now, we are in the process of, again, unpacking, getting our house set up. So until that point, I'm also looking for a job. So I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. For all I know that the job that I'm looking into is doing some 12-hour shifts for very few days. So either on my off days, I'm going to figure out a time that I can stream, or during the times that I'm working, whenever I get off, I'm going to be doing that. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like, so I don't know what I'm going to stream. And making videos is a little bit more complex because even though I can technically utilize time in between, and it's a little easier to do that than as compared to streaming, it's a matter of coming up with content that is worth watching. Plus, that kind of goes into the third point that I'm going to mention. That's the very last thing, but let's cover one thing at a time. So, short answer for streaming and video making, I don't know where that's at. All I know is that I needed to make an update, and thank you guys for helping me hit 313 subscribers. This is going to be one big, long celebration, and in fact, I might actually power this through until September, where I'm going to do another ITP charity stream like I did last year. So I might just do the celebration hand in hand and be like, hey, thank you guys for all the subscribes, and here's the ITP charity stream while you're at it, if you want to help support me a little bit more. I'm trying to fix my shirt. Just Number two, next big thing, kind of has to do with Allari, kind of. The new heroes, Overwatch, the status of that. So I know that there's been a couple of comments on my page about how to help them out with heroes, and I think I'm going to just chalk Overwatch as a whole as the second question, as where am I at specifically with Overwatch? What am I going to be doing to help, like, make more content on that? Am I going to do more aim guides? Am I going to review streams? It's kind of like a mixed bag, and it kind of goes back into number one, but really to kind of get into this, I'm a little bit burned out on Overwatch content, and quite frankly, I am personally not too crazy about the balance patches that they did, and to be quite honest, I'm not really hyped. I mean, I'll be admitful that Allari does look like a really cool hero concept, to be quite honest, and she does look, they obviously wanted to release it. They kind of forewarned us that they were releasing her very strong, so I'm not actually complaining about this because they did forewarn us. But here's the ultimate thing that I'm very disappointed about. The game is fun to play in certain circumstances. Like, you have to make your own fun. The biggest issue that I'm having right now is that the balancing for the game is not something that I'm satisfied with, and I'm very semi-pissed off. Like, it's not that I'm totally pissed off at Blizzard, but I am semi-pissed off to the extent, like, you've let your game suffer for so long, and this is how you're going to build back the community, that you're still letting the balance of your game suffer while you work on something that nobody cares about. AE, character development, story development, PvE, that you basically gutted. Like, I'm on board that you couldn't deliver the whole entire package. It was basically deliver on the impossible. I agree. I would rather be disappointed that you didn't release it versus having you released a half-assed piece of work. But you're still letting your game suffer, and your balancing is horrendous. I don't agree with all the balance changes, and quite frankly, I don't even know what they're doing anymore. It just doesn't, it's burning me out just to think about it. So where am I at with my Overwatch content? That's probably being put on hold, kind of, not really. I'm going to get back into Overwatch. I will play it. I'm just going to change my approach. I'm no longer doing competitive personally. I am remaining out of that. This kind of goes hand in hand with the new map releases that they had too, the new game mode. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know what Blizzard's doing. I think that they're literally just trying to be the next Fortnite innovative Apex Legends, introduce a new game mode, introduce a new game, a new concept to try and, like, they're just throwing stuff at the wall until something sticks, and I don't like it. I don't like that game mode. And quite frankly, if I wanted map sizes to be as big as they claim it to be, then I would be playing Battlefield or Call of Duty, Warzone, or some other giganto map game where a battle royale is taking place and you can go anywhere. I would rather play those games if I wanted gigantic maps. No, I want the smaller ones. Overwatch is not meant for that game mode, so I'm going to adamantly refuse to play that. But I'm not even playing it right now, so no harm, no foul until I start playing it back up. But yeah, just overall thoughts, just to kind of summarize everything. Overwatch, not bad, but we'll get to that when we get to that. The new hero looks good. The new game mode looks like crap, and Blizzard's losing my confidence more and more every day. I can't even lie about that. Last thing is number 3 when it comes to I want to say direction. I don't really have a solid list. I would have written a solid list of different points if I had known that I was going to actually go this long. But number 3 is that I've had a real conviction of myself, and this kind of goes into explaining the processes behind number 1 and 2. And number 3 would be that I'm going to not, maybe refocus is kind of too strong a word, but I am going to re-evaluate my streaming conditions and the content that I'm creating. I have been, and this is more personal, so I understand if people want to click away at the video at this point, but I've been having a personal walk with Christ over this past few years deeper than I've ever had my entire life. I am, how old am I now? 31? 31 years old. I almost forgot how old I am. I'm 31 years old, and this walk over the last half decade or less has been, it's been deeper than anything that I've been doing. And I want to legitimately not just waste my time doing video games and streaming and having fun. I'm a father. I have to lead my family. And this walk with Jesus that I am doing in my personal life is not only helping my personal growth, but I want to actually do myself a favor and study and educate myself and start learning. So I'm doing deep dives into biblical / historical / scientifical studies. I'm trying to join all 3 and kind of use that as an excuse to not just educate myself, but to make content on that education. So this channel in particular, although I still will be doing streaming, I still will be doing the Overwatch content, video game content in general, I am going to upload more on my Christian content channel for sure, and it's going to start very soon alongside the gaming stuff. I always encourage you guys to check it out because my channel is dedicated to kind of talking to both ends of the spectrum. The really into Christian believers and the ones that are not believers, and wherever they are in their walk of life in the world, wherever it is, the videos are meant to target and kind of discuss both of those sides together and reach a different audience, reach into a unique audience. And they're mainly meant to be discussions. They're not meant to be like, oh, here's an aha moment that I'm presenting and it is fact because I say so. No, that is not my way of doing things. Anybody who's watched my content for a while knows that's not me. But that is essentially point number 3 is I'm going to be working more on my Christian content. And I encourage everybody to go to my Christian version channel under the same name. It'll be ITP Christianity versus ITP Gaming. So feel free to check that out. Heck, check on my other videos. Leave your opinions. I want to make open forum discussions here. I want to be able to speak my faith as well. If you guys are not comfortable about it here, that's fine. I'm not doing it here, but I'm just letting you know that channel is available too. Stop on by. I would greatly appreciate to see your support there as well. And with that, I'm hitting a 15-minute video. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's basically everything happening right now in a nutshell. So I don't know when I'm going to make my next video. I just know that I'm going to finish up the moving process, which may be another 15 days for all I know, but we're going to work on it as quickly as possible, me and my wife and my family and everybody that I got to help me. This is going to be one really neat month, and once this is all set up, it's going to definitely be worth all the time. So thank you all guys for watching. I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. And thank you again. Thank you again for the 313 subscribers. I should actually, before I even go, I should probably mention, you guys helped me beat my previous record of 258, which was on Mixer. Yeah, it's about how old I am. God, I'm old. Anyway, thank you again, guys. I look forward to possibly celebrating, who knows, 400, 500 subscribers. That'd be kind of cool if I hit 500 before I did my charity stream. That'll be the biggest celebration that I've probably ever had, but I'm going to make damn well sure that it's something to remember. Thank you guys again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Have a good night.